שוטר רוצח חייב להיות בפנים! שוטר רוצח חייב להיות בפנים! שוטר אלים, תוריד את המדים! למה?
Solomon Teka, a 19-year-old Ethiopian Israeli, was shot and killed by a police officer last summer. In March, his family and supporters showed up at the officer's trial. The officer said the shooting was an accident after he fired at the ground. He faces a maximum of 3 years in prison.
החוק שלכם, אתם המצאתם את החוק מאסר עולם. זה החוק של רצח. אז איך 3 שנים?
בואו נשב, נגיד את כל הקורבנות של הנרצח, הם כולם ביחד. נרצח על ידי שוטר! סלומון, זרפה! נרצח על ידי שוטר!
Teka's death wasn't the first to rally the Ethiopian Israeli community. Over the past 5 years, 6 young Ethiopian men have been killed by cops, according to a local advocacy group, leading to huge protests across the country. None of the officers were prosecuted until now. This might sound a lot like the Black Lives Matter movement in America, but for Ethiopian Israelis, their struggle for acceptance is complicated by both race and religion. They're facing injustice in the world's only Jewish state, even though they're also Jewish. Young Ethiopian Israelis like the rapper Teddy Neguse have been at the forefront demanding change. He's best known for the song Handcuffed, which became something of an anthem for the protest movement. What are some of the lyrics that you think speak the strongest to people, that resonate with them the most?
אני זה בעיה, אני זה המיעוט, אני זה הסיכון, זה הצבע הלבוש.
אני תעלומה, אז תביאו את הבילוש. אני זה העילה, לא צריך את הצו חיפוש. תצלם בפלאפון, תעלה לפייסבוק.
The music video was based on a real-life act of police brutality. In 2015, 2 police officers were involved in the beating of an Ethiopian Israeli soldier. Neither officer was charged. The visuals are pretty strong.
Yeah. I knew that I need to bring it to the Israeli audience, for them to understand what I'm speaking about. It's me making myself as all the issues of racism and police brutality reflected on me.
Ethiopian Jews started coming to Israel in large numbers in the mid-1980s as part of a government push to help Jews from around the world resettle in Israel. More than 20,000 of them were airlifted out of persecution and political instability into a promise of citizenship and belonging. Teddy's family was among them.
So basically, what my mom doing now, she's making buna.
Buna?
Yeah, it's coffee. It's like a tradition when all the family sit around the table.
I can help her?
Yeah, you can help her. You need to move them. You need to move them like she's doing.
The whole time?
We need it crispy, but not burnt.
This is the coffee the entire family's gonna be drinking?
Yeah.
So if I mess it up, it's gonna be a problem?
You can have problem with a lot of people.
זה בסדר? ככה, קצת. כן.
Once in Israel, Ethiopian Jews found that they weren't always welcome. Since they lived in isolation for thousands of years, some of their traditions differed from modern Judaism.
יפה, וואו.
As an Ethiopian Jew in Israel, do you feel equal to white Jews?
אנחנו יהודים לכל דבר. אנחנו אין לנו ארץ אחרת. ארץ הקודש זה מה שאנחנו גם מרגישים ככה. זאת אומרת, למרות שיש מוסדות כאלה וכאלה שלא רוצים, לא כל כך מקבלים אותנו.
אני לא פחות מלבן, ברור שלא. ואני גם עושה הכל כדי שאני לא אהיה שונה, ומי שמסתכל תמיד יסתכל באופן לא שווה.
This is actually my grandfather's synagogue.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah.
The synagogue of your late grandfather.
Yeah. It's a very special place. Yeah, it's a very special place. You're a Jew, I mean, it's not connected to your race or something or how you look like. You're just a Jew. And there's people who come in here and they're non-Ethiopians and pray with the Ethiopians. And my grandfather was very believing that you know, you should let everybody come. You should let everybody come and pray.
Late last year, Israel's top religious authority, the Chief Rabbinic Council, formally recognized the community's Jewishness. Rabbi Shlomo Omar was a member of the council until 2013 and advocated for the change. Ethiopian Jews moved here over 40 years ago. Why did it take so long for them to be fully recognized?
אין תיעוד בתעודות ברור מי יהודי או לא יהודי, אין תיעוד ברור באתיופיה. ואז צריכים לברר, יכול להיות שבשביל זה הרבנות הראשית חיכתה שיתנו לה את העבודה, לעשות אותה בצורה נכונה, בצורה מקורית ומדויקת. זה לא עלבון, זה לא שדוחים אותם חס ושלום.
Have you experienced any racism within the council that would make Ethiopian Israelis feel this way?
אני נתקלתי בבעיות, לא חושב שזה גזענות. כמובן שלפעמים מדי פעם יש יוצא מן הכלל, ואז הם מקים תגובה לפעמים גם קשה, כי זה כואב להם. הם סבלו שם אלפי שנים, בגלל שהם יהודים, אז אנחנו באים פה ופה, אנחנו צריכים לסבול ביהודים. אז אפילו סבל קטן בעיניהם הוא גדול.
The Israeli government says it's doing what it can. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has publicly condemned racism towards Ethiopian Israelis.
אנחנו נאבקים בנחישות בגילויים של גזענות ואפליה. בשום פנים ואופן לא נסבול תופעות כאלו במדינת היהודים הדמוקרטיים.
Protest over police brutality prompted the government to launch a series of reforms, including opening a hotline for public complaints and creating a task force to root out institutional racism across its ministries and law enforcement. Aweke Zena is in charge of the unit. When you speak about these reforms that you've implemented, have you had any pushback from the government? Have you had any pushback from the general public?
It's very complicated, you know. It's a very sensitive issue.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to create or to be to charge in racism.
Which reforms have been the most difficult to implement?
In my view, the policing reforms it's most difficult.
And why is that?
For us. Because first they are big organization, and second, I think they still believe they are doing good, and they are not see the problem, how they are policing, how they are treat people, how they are enforce the law, and unfortunately, we didn't yet to cooperate and to convince them to take the step to change.
We reached out to the Israeli police, but they declined to speak with us. Young Ethiopian Israeli men, like Teddy's friends, doubt government reforms can change what really matters, how they're seen by the broader Israeli society.
Most of the Israelis are not racist, but
There is silence.
They are silent, and being silent when you see racism is, you know,
Part of the problem.
being a part of.
Yeah.
So if we will fight, if we will, you know, be activists for that, maybe the rest of the Israelis will, you know, be with us and make a statement against racism.
How do you all identify? Like Ethiopian, Israeli, Jewish?
For me, I'm both of them. What first? Ethiopian. What first? Ethiopian.
Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Then Israeli.
Yeah.
And what about you, bro?
I'm Ethiopian, then Jew, then Israeli. Because I feel like they don't want us here. Sorry, man.
Teddy sees reason for optimism in his fan base. They're young and diverse.
I think that our generation is on the halfway of bringing the solution. I mean, just like for me to grow up with people who are not Ethiopian, and for them to feel about me like I'm their friend and I'm their brothers. Like, so I think this is what can fix racism. When you know the person, you will not afraid him, you will not shoot him, you will not do anything to harm him, because you know he's just like you.
זה אפילו לא בהול, זה אפילו לא בהול.